to the 15-yard line. Tate has a lane, begins to slip, but retains his balance and takes it all the way back to the 50-yard line. 30.
Daring Colin Kaepernick to run this ball. They're crashing the ends down and taking the line.
Red Bryant, Texas A&M.
Tony McDaniel, Tennessee.
Brandon Mebane, Crenshaw High School.
Michael Bennett, Alief Taylor High School.
KJ Wright, Mississippi State.
Bobby Wagner, D. Utah State. Malcolm Smith, USC.
Richard Sherman, Stanford. Cam Chancellor, Virginia Tech.
Earl Thomas, DBU, Texas.
Walter Thurman III, West Carolina High School.
On 2nd down and 7, Kaepernick with a ton of time and then throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Bruce Miller, the fullback, going deep downfield, cutting across to the outside at the 2-yard line. Earl Thomas, the safety, staying with him. 3rd and 7.
Bruce Miller going to work his way all the way across the formation, and right in the middle of the field, Earl Thomas, simply one of the best safeties in the game, diagnosed it perfectly there.
Kaepernick batted in the air, intercepted at the 1-yard line, and run back to the 12-yard line. 3rd and goal. Thurman deflected it, and then it's picked off and brought back out to the 12-yard line. Seattle dodges the bullet. Earl Thomas with the pick before the ball was even snapped. Meanwhile, back to the pick.
Right out of here, you're going to see Walter Thurman. I think Kaepernick thought this was man coverage. It was not. It was a zone. So Thurman was able to come off his guy and come back and deflect that ball, leading to a huge interception.
Wilson starts 0 for 3. Pete Carroll, this is his 62nd birthday. Second oldest coach in the league. Tom Coughlin is 67. And Marshawn Lynch will bust one for a big gain out to the 34-yard line. Gain of 22 yards before the rookie safety Eric Reed makes the stop.
It's not really a classic read option. This is almost more of a trap. You're going to have J.R. Sweezy come over and kick out the guy who ordinarily is going to be responsible for Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch has had 3 straight games now.
Kaepernick last night. What does it sound like in your headset? He sounds like static radio. 2nd and 6. And a flag.
We have our first noise penalty, I think.
Ball start. Number 81. Offense. Edward Turner. 2nd down.
And Anquan Bolden, former Cardinal and Raven, who had the clock, as you saw, was at 0.
To the snap. Leg in. Offense.
Looked like they had gotten the play off, but then the flag comes out after the play had developed. And there goes Patton's first career catch, at least to the moment.
Well, the worst thing that could happen to the 49ers.
From the 35. Vernon Davis gets flanked out. Kaepernick is going to go down. Michael Bennett, who comes in from Tampa Bay as a free agent to help that pass rush, does a number on Kaepernick, gets him by the ankle.
Michael Bennett had 9 sacks for Tampa a year ago, but I don't know what's going on because Anquan Bolden is essentially either blocking or Richard Sherman's jamming him so badly he can't get off the ball. And they're just the dynamics quickly, and they put a tight end to that side.
2nd and 5. Wilson seeking his first completion, and he has a wide open receiver. That's Lynch down the left side. They leave him alone. They forget about Lynch, and he burns him all the way down to the 27-yard line. So his first pass of the night is a beauty, and it's 35 yards.
Sometimes when the tight end goes across the field, they can forget about the back coming out of the backfield. Exactly what happened here. They see bootleg action away, and Marshawn Lynch without anybody around. San Francisco loves to play man coverage with their linebacker.
From the 6. And that ratchets up the decibel level even more. Gore is there. You live near this stadium, you are sleepless in Seattle.
30-yard run, so sometimes you just have to keep hammering.
On a 2nd and 12, Kaepernick gets out of the end zone, and the pass is incomplete as a flag down. He was not over the line of scrimmage as he threw the ball from about the 1-yard line. Could it be, if it's holding in the end zone, it's a safety, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a safety.
Offense in the 49. The spot of the hold is in the end zone. Therefore,
that is the fullback, Bruce Miller, automatic safety if you hold in the end zone, and Miller did.
Bruce Miller right there is going to come out, and he kind of wraps his arms around, but I don't think that's what got called. I think that's what got called, sort of the tackle after the fact, and he's working against Malcolm Smith, who is a guy that Pete Carroll knew well, came to USC as a running back. They converted him to outside linebacker, and it pays off with two-man coverage. Vernon Davis one-on-one with anybody is how they win.
Andy Lee, the free kick from the 20. Golden Tate, Fields at the 28. And Tate down the sideline, takes the ball past midfield. And Crabtree back maybe in November. 3rd and 10. Crowd full throat. Kaepernick, look out from behind, loses the ball. Stripped. Seahawks recover at the 28. A.J. Wright comes up with the football. It's Cliff Averill making his debut as a Seahawk. Came over from Detroit. Has been injured, healthy tonight, and creates the fumble.
And Cliff Averill has a history of this. If I'm not mistaken, I think he is, since he came in the league, 3rd all-time in stripped sacks. That guy has a way of getting the ball out. You can see he didn't even try to go for the sack, went right for the football. Huge play, welcome back, Cliff Averill.
You can see it right there, 16 sack fumbles, the master of that. 4th best in the league since 08 from the 29-yard line. Robert Turbin is the running back. Off the play fake, and that buys all the time he needs, but the secondary does its work, and then Wilson slides to a hole after an 11-yard pickup. First down.
One of the things that...
Time. 3rd down and 8 from the 41. With 2 minutes to go in the half. Wilson sliding left. Open man. Hits Rice for a first down, and Reed is shaken up. Eric Reed. And remember what happened half an hour ago?
Not a clue. Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Craig Dahl comes in to replace Reed. The ball's at the 39 on first down after that penalty. And Wilson around the corner skirts the sideline and is able to get out of bounds after he picks up the first down. Exactly what that marker was. Put the ball outside across what he perceived as the line and picks up the first.
Nnamdi Asomugha is going to come on a corner blitz right into where Russell Wilson's going to go, but he also has Marshawn Lynch, and Russell Wilson just too fast and beat him around right too.
11-yard gain for Wilson. First down right at the 50-yard line. Give the ball off to Robert Turbin. And the backup back gets taken down by Dahl, but not until he picks up the first down. That's a gain of 24 to the 26-yard line.
Ahmad Brooks has been so stout on the edge. This time Bruno Giacomini right here is going to turn him out. And that's really the key block. Good blocks on the outside by the wide receivers, too.
The flag's going to bring it back. All things considered, especially offensively, and there it is. Seattle with twice as much yardage, 109 on the ground, and the 49ers limited to 62 total yards. And the turnovers, San Fran 2 and Seattle 1.
And they're going to take their chances right at the point of attack.
Now the empty backfield on 3rd down and 12. Wilson escaping, throwing on the run deep downfield, has his man Doug Baldwin all the way to the 20-yard line. Russell Wilson moving forward, had to be careful not to cross the line of scrimmage, and that's 51 yards.
They keep trying to loop Aldon Smith around and do this. He just misses this time, but this is part of the brilliance of Russell Wilson. He doesn't look to run. You can see he got very close to the line of scrimmage there, but kept his eyes down the field. And for Doug Baldwin, no one's happier than he is. He is an old Jim Harbaugh guy too, and very competitive.
Second and goal. Lynch to the inside. Lynch inside the 5. Touchdown Seahawks. He is in beast mode tonight. 19 carries, 85 yards, and the game's first touchdown.
I'll tell you, James Carpenter's having a nice game. Right here, Max Unger with a good block as well. Carpenter just one-on-one inside. I mean, there is nothing fancy about that. They are just opening holes. And right now, the 49ers are staying in that two-safety look. No matter what Lynch does, they refuse to bring the help down, but they are beginning to then let him go to work.
Second and 5. Got a flag down. That was Adam Snyder who went into the backfield and was going in motion. Offensive lineman.
False start. Number 77. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I think he called a false start on Yapati.
Yep.
49ers love to do a lot of shifting and motion, and that time they were all over the place.
Yeah.
And they'll be even deeper.
This pass rush is going to be a nightmare here in about a month's time.
Third and 4 from the 26. And Wilson's going to take off, and then he shovels the ball to Golden Tate. And Tate to the 48-yard line. So Russell Wilson moving forward for a 27-yard gain, coming out of the pocket and coming close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's remember the rule now. As long as any part of his body is either on or behind that red line, he's safe. Yep. That's not even close.
Yep.
But don't you love watching Russell Wilson? We saw him in the Pro Bowl. It's interesting talking to Patrick Willis about trying to tackle Marshawn Lynch, wasn't it? He was like, man, you better bring it. It's not like you stick out an arm or you try and body block him down. You better hit him hard and wrap him up. You want to get that guy down.
Third and 28. Swung over the middle, and that's caught, and that's going to put him in field goal range as Zach Miller makes the catch, and another flag is down with 2 seconds left in the quarter. And the penalty is going to be against San Francisco. So after a third and 28, it's going to be a first down.
Number 99, defense. After the play was over, contact to the helmet, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So a third and 28 becomes a first down on the personal foul on Aldon Smith.
Giacomini right there. There you go. Has a way of irritating guys. He's not the first one. And ye who punches last usually gets caught in this league.
One of those nasty. Now he's back out again. It's second down and 13 from the 16-yard line. And Wilson's going to take it around the left side and pick up about 9 yards as he steps out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
Well, I've been waiting all night for this one here because this is back to the short side now, and Aldon Smith has been crashing down on these, and there's just nobody left out there. That's what the read option is all about, and it's the first time they've gone back into the short side. He tried it once to the wide side, and that didn't work, but Aldon Smith, you can't get greedy on that read option. They have to pay a price.
Blitz coming. Pressure on. And Lynch gets open and he will walk into the end zone. Craig Dahl came in. The 49ers, who blitz less than any team in the league, decide to call one on a 3rd and 4 and get burned.
I'm going to tell you, that's great coaching right there. Darrell Bevell, the offensive coordinator, he sees this blitz coming, so now instead of coming up and blocking, he just releases that back. That's called a scat protection, basically where they say, if that guy comes, don't block him, because he's also the guy that would have to cover you in man coverage. Brilliantly done, something you practice all the time, executed perfectly that time by Seattle.
Eastern time from Pittsburgh, it's the Bears and the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Crowd roaring, Kaepernick retreating, dumps it off underneath, and that's caught by Gore, the safety valve, and it's a gain of 14, tackled by Michael Morgan, and another penalty flag here. We've had a ton of them tonight.
Gore was not happy after that hit. I'll tell you, Frank Gore running the ball tonight has done nothing, and really the first 2 games in a row now has done very little running the ball, and San Francisco is a run-first team.
9 carries, 16 yards. The 49ers are backing up right now. John Parry gets the word.
After the play, personal foul, offense number 89, 15-yard penalty, a down count.
Vance McDonald, the rookie tight end.
They have so many fouls so far away from the ball. It's been ridiculous tonight. There it is, the second punch again. KJ Wright kind of goes to his.
The league said he shouldn't have been flagged. From the 19-yard line, Kaepernick's going to air it out deep, and it's going to be picked off at the 50-yard line by Richard Sherman. Sherman out of bounds at the 25. Sherman, who's covered Bolden so much of the night, that time locked up on Vernon Davis, and that's a pretty happy 62nd birthday present for his head coach.
Aren't many corners in the league that are going to be able to out-muscle Vernon Davis for the ball. Sherman had him all the way, and let's face it, Richard Sherman does not like Jim Harbaugh. He thinks he's a big reason why he didn't go higher in the draft. He was told that Harbaugh had negative things to say about him to scouts that came over, and he said, tonight, folks, if I look over at the 49ers sideline, I am not looking at one of the players.
And on top of it all, you saw Davis reach for his hamstring at the end of the play. To the outside, Kyle Williams, and he's got convoy, but then breaking through is Richard Sherman.
Whoa! Thought he was a cover corner. Oh, he is going to be strutting tonight. He is unafraid to say anything. He says, it sharpens my knife, guys. Anytime I get a chance to talk out there, I know I have to back it up. And boy, has he ever tonight. He has been fantastic.
Hunter block that turned into a somersault. And then crashing through is Schofield into the backfield to take down Hunter for a loss of 7 yards.
Well, Brian Schofield has got to be wondering what I have to do to get more playing time. He had a sack last week playing that Leo position, and all they do is keep bringing all pros back in front of him. Cliff Averill was signed. He comes back in. Chris Clemens will be back, and I don't know who's going to block these guys.
Kaepernick throws, and it's going to be picked off at the 32-yard line. This is Cam Chancellor to the 2. A major beatdown. Major.
Cam Chancellor right here, but again, it's the coverage of Richard Sherman. Kaepernick's going to try and force this one in, but if he'd have thrown it to the receiver, Sherman would have intercepted this one. Sherman has just been unbelievable tonight. Just go ahead and write him into the Pro Bowl right now. If he plays like this every week, he has been something. Cam Chancellor was a great one, too. I love the story on Cam Chancellor. He was going to buy his mom a car. Told her he was over at a friend's house, went over, took her over there. She was so excited to see the car. All the family jumped out of the house. The house was hers too. It was one of those great moments, and pretty good moment right there for old mom as well. good guy. Cam Chancellor doesn't get a lot of credit back there, but I tell you, the hit he put on Vernon Davis in this game a year ago, I'll never forget.
6'3", 232. Neither will Davis. First and goal. And Marshawn Lynch will plow his way in for a touchdown.
So back-to-back blowouts for the Seahawks over their arch rival in this building.
Against the last 4 games against the 49ers for Lynch. There it is, and he's only a couple of yards shy of the century mark tonight.
What do I do? What do you want from me?
After reviewing
What
the
me to
play,
say?
the ball was loose prior to the runner being done by contact. It's first and 10.
Well, he's going to blow out all the candles tonight. 5 turnovers.
But let's say this. In reality, what Seattle has done in this division is held serve at home. You know, and now you go back to San Francisco, and now the pressure's on San Francisco back there. I'll be stunned if these two teams don't both make the playoffs this year, but no question about it. This is a little step for the Seattle Seahawks. You know, a second beat down here feels pretty good. But the league has changed, you know. Now it's about recruiting free agents and getting young guys excited to play football every day at practice. And I tell you, nobody does that better than that guy right there. He is Mr. Enthusiasm 24 hours a day. Their practices are upbeat. They're energetic. These players love them, and big reason why they're winning so much.
Hard to believe 19 years ago, for one season, he was the head coach of the New York Jets. I went to New England, got sandwiched in between Parcells leaving and Belichick coming. I know Bob Kraft really liked them, but knew that he had a chance to get Belichick, and it turned out all right, huh?
That's really good.
And this will end the game. A little kneel down here by Wilson. Not particularly pretty, not on a night when you have 22 penalties for 205 penalty yards. Nobody's statistics were impressive, but the final score is 29-3. 49ers go home 1-1, meet Indianapolis at Candlestick next week. Seattle stays right here, and they'll take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.